Good morning. So welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is day 3 of open. So we're continuing on with that feeling of leaning into the elastic of our bodies, and we're going to start finding it in standing. Last month we spent a long time working into the feet and building up from the ground. Now we're just finding the shapes and the flow of our body in motion. But we'll include the feet, of course, as always. And then that question, every day I'm going to ask a question. How do you stand when you brush your teeth? So my commitment this month is I'm squatting while I brush my teeth. So I'm trying to find places where I can include, use my movement patterns that I practice here and put them into my real life. So I'm squatting as I brush my teeth. Maybe you want to stand on one foot. Maybe you want to wiggle your toes as you brush your teeth. Maybe you want to sit your bum against a wall and do a squatting position against a wall. See what you want to do. Just up your standing position when you're brushing your teeth. You do it twice a day, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and that slow and incremental change will have a really big effect over the month. So come rest into a child's pose. Come. So child's pose. Resting down. And just let the weight of you settle into your belly, into your hips. Yesterday I was out gardening. Wow, it was such a beautiful day. I've been waiting for the moment for the garden, but the ground has been so wet. And yesterday was just divine. Oh my God, it was beautiful. Bird song, plum blossoms, bees. It was amazing. Just deepen your breath into your belly and get a sense of the feeling tone or the felt sense of you in this moment. What texture, what feeling sense? How are you doing right now? And just deepen your breath and settle with that feeling. Nice. And then come all the way up into your cat pose. And as you round your back, lean into the back of your body. And as you arch your back, lean into the front of your body. So get a sense of that connectivity or that elasticity here. So the sensations that you feel, let them be long so that I'm not just feeling one place, but I'm created a dotted line or connectivity in my understanding of the movement. So as I round, I'm connecting my sacrum on the back of my head, and I'm feeling that there is a sensation that travels between the two. There are threads and strings and all kinds of amazing things. They're not called threads and strings. They're called all kinds of different things. But you are connected through the whole of your body. Nice. And now lean from left to right. And as you do so, lean a bit extra into the side of your body. So now my head is traveling a little bit in the opposite direction from my rib cage. And I'm finding that lean feeling or that elastic feeling through the right and then the left. There is a squeeze feeling on the other side, but today let's just stay with the elastic lengthening, the connection between your shoulder and your hip, including the whole of the rib cage, the side of your waist. Nice. Push back into your downward dog. And just bend your knees slightly and see if you can find a little bit of rounding and arching through the spine. Maybe you can find a little bit of leaning left and right. It's not the same shape when we lift our knees off the floor. For me, my torso is staying pretty steady, but it's my hips now that are creating the length on one side and then the length on the other. And I'm doing that by dropping one knee down and letting my pelvis drop on that side. Nice. Super. Come into a forward fold, elbows to your knees. Find that elastic feeling again. So round your back, arch your back. Can you feel as you round, there's a connection through the back of you? As you arch, there's a connection through the front of you. It's very simplistic what we're doing. You know, there's so much more happening. Just as a focus, as an orientation, and you find that connection. Elbows on your knees, arching and rounding. Nice. And then how would you lean into your rib cage here, left to right? Again, it takes a different form in my elbows and my pelvis, but I still have this sense of my body's way of leaning this way, my body's way of leaning that way. Nice. Slowly rolling up. Pause. So was it back in practice? I asked you what your potatoes were. So in Yoga with Ciara, your potato is your favorite move that you could do every single day. The potato in Ireland. And so one of the girls was saying that swan was her favorite move. So we're going to try swan right now. So bring your hands forward and then bring the backs of your hands together and then round your back and bend your knees. So the backs of my hands are together and I'm kind of like diving, but my palms are face outwards and my knuckles are face inwards, okay? And then straighten your legs, open your chest and look up to where the wall and the ceiling meet and the front of your body is opening. Nice. Rounding, back of your hands come together. You bend your knees. Arching, the front of the chest opens. So we're just finding elastic on the back, elastic on the front. And it doesn't have to be a huge movement. We're creating connectivity. Elastic on the front, elastic on the back. Front, back, front, back. Nice. And then in standing, without lifting your arms up, how would you lean into the sides of your rib cage and create that sense of connection left and right? Mine has a kind of a forward action as well. Oh, interesting. I can go just directly left to right. That's where my hands stay beside my thighs. but it's not as satisfying as a kind of a rounding slightly forward and also aside. So it's like my shoulder rolls forward a little bit. And then I have a sense of, yeah, the mapping of the side of my rib cage a little bit more. Nice. So we started in the child, then the cat, then the dog, then elbows on knees, then standing. And so we found this elastic through our bodies. Now we're going to try and find it in the sun salutation. Nice. So every time we move in a sun salutation, the elastic is moving from the front to the back, more or less. So front of your body, back of your body, front of you, and it just keeps changing. It's really very cool. So reach your arms up, reaching up and look up. So the front of your body, the elastic is lengthening through the front of your body. Nice. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, rounding forward. The elastic at the back of your body is now lengthening. Feel that stretchy or lengthening feeling through the back of you. Hands to your shins, arching your back, look forward. This one is kind of both, but you're trying to really lengthen the front of your belly out of your pelvis as you lift your chest and look forward. Lengthening the front of your throat, lengthening your chest. Rounding forward, step your right foot back. So where's your elastic feeling now? It's complex. So the front of your thigh, the back of your bum. Just feel that. Where do you feel the elastic of you right now? My calf, my spine. So many lengthenings and openings, so much connection. Step your left foot back and come into a plank. This is a stabilizer. Do you feel elastic feelings here? Drop your knees to the floor, lower your belly all the way down. Reach your arms back behind you, and then lift your toes, squeeze your bum, and rise. And feel like you're trying to reach your fingers back towards your feet. Now your elastic feeling is at the front of your body. Rise your head, look a little bit more forward. I can feel my coffee in my belly. Nice. Hands to the floor, push back into a cat, all the way back into your downward dog. And just feel elastic feeling probably through the back of your body, down into the pelvis, the backs of your legs. Just moving a little bit. Maybe cycling your dog, so bending one knee a little bit, bending the other knee, really exaggerating that length into the back of the calves. Finding your stretchy connectivity. Nice. Drop your knees to the floor. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Lengthen your back leg. Pause in your lunge for a moment. Again, where do I feel the elastic of me now? This one is so complex. Front of my thigh, my calf, the back of my bum, my spine. Nice. Turn your back foot at a 45-degree angle. Bring your right elbow to your right knee, and then sweep your left hand forward to the front of your mat, and then straight up towards the ceiling. Push your right elbow deeply down, rise strong and powerfully straight up towards the ceiling with your left hand. The baby toe edge of my foot is deepening into the floor. Bend your front knee a little bit more and then widen in every direction. Become powerful and strong in every direction that your limbs are reaching in. So my left hand rises a little bit more. My right elbow pushes down a little bit more. My neck lengthens. Left leg pushes back and down. Right foot engages into the floor. Widen, open, lengthen. Breathe. Where do you feel that elastic of you now? For me, it's the front of my belly, the deep of my leg, the deep of this left shoulder. Nice. Bring both hands to the floor. Turn your toes forward and then just rock forward and backwards a little bit. Can you feel how the elastic changes as you move? So lean into the bounce of you. There's like a boing, boing. Really find a playful, bouncy, connected place to make the movement smaller if you're feeling very non-bouncy. And then step forward. Nice. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together, reaching up, looking up, elastic through the front of your body. Reaching, lengthening, opening. Nice. Bending your elbows, bending your knees. Come forward, hands to the floor. Tuck your chin in. Back of your body is elastic and lengthening. Step your left foot back. Where do you feel the stretchy, bouncy elastic of you here? Nice. Step your right foot back. Plank. Stabilizer. And draw your navel towards your spine. Get longer from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Push your hands deeply into the floor. Concave your chest, so round your back into the cat. Maybe it's the back of my body that's lengthening. Not sure. Knees down, belly down. Reach your arms back. Rising up. Squeeze through your bum. Lift through your toes. Rise through your chest. Look forward. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Let your neck get longer. Super. Hands to the floor. Push back into a cat. All the way back into your downward dog. Connect into the elastic of you. So you can just do straight where you bend one knee, straighten the other, bend one knee, straighten the other. Or you can rock your pelvis, which means you're moving into the sides of your body. Notice the difference. Just straight, pelvis stays straight. Or sides. I think for me, lengthening out my rib cage is always so amazing. So I tend to rock my pelvis more. Nice. Drop your knees to the floor. Step your left foot forward. Lengthen your back leg. Pause. Nice. Turn your back foot at a 45-degree angle. Bring your left elbow to your left thigh. Reach the right hand forward towards the front of your mat and then straight up towards the ceiling. And as I do that, I connect in every direction. So there's 5 limbs, they say. So the 2 legs, 2 arms, and also your neck. So reach back into that right foot, anchor the baby toe side down. Push your heel into the floor on the left. Push your elbow down on the left. And then rise through the right arm. Bend your front knee more. And then find a way of extending through your neck, connecting into your neck. Feel the elastic of you lengthening. And so in our bodies, for things to lengthen, other things have to shorten. It's really interesting. I can feel that my brain is really confused by trying to find the elastic. I'm like, elastic? Where's the elastic? So as soon as it becomes complicated, many different directions, I'm not clear yet. Maybe by the end of the month we'll be clear. Right now, it's just very interesting. Nice. Bring both hands down and then turn your back foot and then just rock and find the bounce of you as you rock forward and backwards. How does that feel? Nice. Bounce forward. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Palms come to rest in front of your chest. Cool. Come lie down. All the way down. Land on the floor. Reach your arms wide. Find a sense of settledness. I can feel my breath is a little bit active. So, how does this feel in this moment in your body? What's the feeling sense of now? Nice. Begin to sway your knees from side to side. And as you do so, when your knees drop to the right, squeeze your bum and lean into the front of your hips. So you're finding the elastic quality of the stretchy, bendy, bouncy parts of you. And they are there. We just have to activate and enliven them. For me, they become very brittle and held. And then when I begin to orient towards them, I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Things change. And just feel. Maybe you want to bring your arms overhead and you'll feel much more elastic quality down through the sides of your rib cage. That stretchy connectedness of the rib cage. Nice. Maybe you want to come into gliders just for a moment. God bless God gliders. I just love them. They're kind of an answer to many different things for me. Nice. Come all the way back to center. Bring the soles of your feet together, your knees apart, and actively draw your knees wider and then draw your knees a little bit closer. And that, I got to find out more about concentric or eccentric. It's like a contracting, lengthening. So I'm not passive as I lengthen. It's that feeling of trying to pull a rope from a knot or something. I have this it has a sense of tensioning as I lengthen and a tensioning as I shorten. How do you widen with connection? How do you contract with connection? And I keep the thread of the holding on as I move forward and backwards. And then I start to soften into the relaxed state, if you wish. I prefer the more contracted. Gives me more feedback on the lengthening of the layers of me. Nice. And then just pause. Rest, settle, land. You can keep the soles of your feet together. You can stretch your legs out long. You can bring your feet to the floor as you wish. Nice. So bring your hands to your belly. Just pause there. Gone a little bit over time. Sorry about that, guys. Just breathing into your belly, connecting in, just having that deep sense of breath, this moment in your body. Nice. How wonderful. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. And yeah, great, lovely. This cold is still kind of lingering. I still feel a little bit blocked up, but I'm on the mend, which is really great. So I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. Bye.